Hi, my name is Steve McNeil and I'm the product manager for 45 Drives. And one of the questions that's being asked by our customers is, how do I mount these things in my rack? So what we've done is we've taken an empty enclosure for simplicity, and this is the rail that you would receive with the unit. So what I'm going to do is, as if you had received it, you would open it up, just as you would do when you receive the product from us. So, inside this box is some screws, the actual rails themselves, and screws. Okay, as you can see, there's nothing else in the box. So, I'm only going to do one side as a demonstration for you today. So, see, they're well taped together. Okay. So what you have here are rails. Okay, so these are the rails that come with the enclosure. These are sliding ball bearing rails. And as you can see, we have the rail stretches in 3 different parts. Now, to release the outer rail, there's a little clip here. You grab it and you pull it out. This is the part that mounts on the enclosure. This is the part that goes inside the rack. So I don't know which one is which. I think it's this way. Let's take a look. You'll know they match up because there's 2 holes here to the appropriate side, and they'll match the 2 appropriate holes here. So if you see here, I'm going to flip this up on its side to make this a little bit simpler. As you can see here, you wouldn't be able to do this with a real unit, but you could, you just need some help. As you can see here, there are a total of 5 mounting screws. One here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually attach the rail to the enclosure by means of the 5 mounting screws. Notice that they're countersunk so they don't get in the way. So we add the 5 screws, just like that. One makes 5. Just make sure they're all snug and tight. There. So, that's the way you mount the rail to the enclosure itself. Now, if I were to do the other side, I would repeat it on the other side. So this is step 1. You take the rails out of the box. You take the inner rail portion out of the box when it's fully extended, by dropping that and pulling the rail out. Then you use the 5 screws to attach this to the side. Now what we do is we take these rails, slide them back, and you'll notice they have hooks and pins on them. So in our rack, and this is fully adjustable to the length of your rack, and it goes basically from 26 inches to 36 inches long, so it fits a wide variety of racks. So what you do in your rack is, you got little square holes in your rack here. So basically what you do is you slide it in, and then they lock into place. We'll demonstrate that next in our video. Hi there, we're now in our server room, and as you can see, what we have on our unit is, these have little push-in tabs. They don't require any tools to install the rails. So we've already installed the first one over here. We're getting ready to install the second one over here. So basically what happens is that these little tabs push in, and you can see the little square connectors here. They just slide in and lock down. So I'm going to slide this back. I'm going to slide this back. Now, there it is there, it's in, see? And then basically locks in place. See the way it locks into the square? And that's it. Both rails are in. We're done. It's as very simple as that to put the rails in your rack. Next, we'll take our unit and we'll slide it in place. So to do that, we're going to slide these forward a little bit so we have something to grab onto. Okay then, so now we have, in this case, our enclosure to make it a little easier on me. We're going to slide this right into place. So we line it up with our rail. As you can see here, look, watch it line up with our rail. It slides into place, and that's it. There, we're racked. As you can see, slides in and out very easily and works very, very well. There. So, to answer the question, how do we rack a 45 drive storage pod? It's a very simple procedure. Only requires a Phillips screwdriver and a utility knife to cut open the box, and can be done within about 5 minutes of receiving the pod. Now mind you, the pod itself is much heavier than the enclosure, so I would recommend 2 people to do this initially just to make sure that nobody gets hurt. And that's it.